everybody. I thought I would just update you on the table, the room, and the whole bit. So I did quite a bit of straightening. However, I still have to live with the things because I don't have any place to put the things right now. I could just put it in the spot where the dresser is going to go, but then I'll have to move it all. I can live with that. I can work around it, you know, just moving little things if they're in my way as it goes. But I want to share with you what I did with my table. In fact, let me turn my light back on because I was just getting ready to leave the room and I thought I'd give you an update. And I don't know. So here's this. This is different. This little, let me move everything so that you can see. This little desk, might giving you a sneak peek at the DIYs. This little desk organizer I had in my desk. I had it. Both of these were at my desk when I worked in the day program. This one is cute. It's got little drawers. I actually got this one on clearance at Marshall's or something because it's got a crack in the back. It also has hooks to hang if you wanted to, but I don't want to hang it. I really love it. You know, I am about this white painted. Not being sarcastic or egotistical or any of that stuff, but I've been into this French country farmhouse stuff for decades, it seems like. When it was country and I had a goose with a blue handkerchief tied around his neck, yeah, ever since then. So what I did was I put like the smaller paper things here. I moved the bigger paper things over there and I just slid it over. I took off that little lamp that I had that looked like a hydrangea. And I moved my scissors, pencils, markers and pencils into these cute little cans that Melody made me and sent me. So I have that all organized here. I love it. I love it. And then, of course, my can of jute that Mary Ellen gave me. Just like, again, love it. I currently have my remote controls just sitting on the table because I do have an idea of what I want to do with them, but I don't have... not the time necessarily, but I don't have all the equipment right now. And I think I'm going to need Jimmy's help. But I have those little wire baskets from the Dollar Tree, and I thought I would actually screw one into the wall right here so that I can access them easily, but they're out of the way. And I can take the basket off when we have company, and then they can sit on the side table there so that company can access the remotes. And then over here I have all my mason jars with all my little rubber bands and little things that I... can get easy access to. And I think the rest of it is pretty much the same. There's my jar. You guys want to know how I film? That's it. This is an old pickle jar with glass marbles in the bottom from the Dollar Tree. Tons of tall flowers that help stabilize my monopod. Plus, I can store the flowers. And then I have a monopod with an attachment for an iPhone, or a phone actually. It doesn't have to be a cell phone attachment. You could use a selfie stick, absolutely 100%. A monopod I just had from when I took pictures back in the day. My next project is sitting over there. Then there's all my farmhouse stuff because I kind of access that a lot. I'm going to unplug this glue gun since we're talking about it. And then, of course, my glue gun, my glue gun stand, and the second glue gun I got. I'm going to clean up. You guys just like looked at the back of my head the whole time. I'm going to clean up my mess and take a photograph of my latest DIY, which you guys will see, I guess, last night. If you're seeing this on Saturday, then you will have actually got a chance to see that DIY already. So why not? So I've just finished that, and I'm going to... I have tomorrow's DIY stuff there, and more stuff there, and got lots of things to do. So, wait, that's not Saturday. Today's only Thursday. This is Friday's DIY. That's right. Sorry, guys. But you'll still see it before you see this video. So that's it. I will catch you guys later. Take care. God bless. And see you next time. Bye. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. You recognize where I'm at? I'm vlogging. We're in the office. Hopefully we'll finish today, but if not, I don't care if we just get a few projects done. We have done a few things. He left me again. I had, since 2006, in 2006 when we got the apartment at the group home, we had an IKEA cubey thing that we had laying on its side with all of my fabric in it. And next to it was a table that we were gifted. Actually, did we find that square table in the garbage?
I think we did.
I think we found it in the garbage, and had a drawer underneath. And that was going to be my sewing table. I 0 times ever sewed there. But that was the plan. That was going to be my sewing corner. So I bought a couple of pieces of art for that area that just never got hung. Actually, one of them came in the mail and it was broken, and I got it on clearance from Collections ETC. And by the time I got it and found it was broken, they no longer had it available to replace, so I just kept it. Because it's sort of like, and I'll show you, it's sort of like a green, it looks like it's supposed to be green material. It's like puffy, and it has these screws on it, and on the backs of the pieces of art are little hole, like keyhole things that you're supposed to hang. But what I did was I moved one of the screws so it would fit better with just the 3 of them, but originally it had a 4th one. And really, Jimmy and I were talking about, like, I can't remember what the 4th one was. You can't remember what the 4th one was too either, right?
4th one.
Of those, the thing that was broken. Yeah, me neither. Because as it is, it has thread. Is the thread sitting on a thimble?
Thread sitting on a thimble, sitting on a piece of fabric,
yeah.
like that.
And then a scissor cutting like a ribbon, and then there's the like a pincushion tomato with a tape measure. I can't remember what the 4th thing was, but what I did was I moved one of the screws and I made it work so it fills in better. And I'll show it to you over there. I was just gifted in a friend mail a beautiful little sign that says create. And I was also gifted in previous friend mail, they're from the Dollar General. They're these 2 button hooks, and they are a shade of green, which really does match everything. It's kind of weird and wonderful at the same time. I used to have a bag under here with my needlepoint in it. I know, even though I can't needlepoint, I can't give it all up yet. and my drawing stuff. So sort of like my oil paints in a bag that I had gotten. Jimmy got me an art set Black Friday, Christmas a couple of years ago, and it had pastels and oil pastels. I feel like it had oil pastels and chalk, and it had acrylic paint and oil paint and like a palette knife and a painting, all these things. Why don't you just, you coming all the way in with it?
I was going to put it right there.
Okay. Okay.
I can move around as needed.
Okay. So anyway, I'm sorry. So we ended up hanging them, which they actually working really well, hung up on those hooks behind the door, which is working out great. So I don't have to kick them anymore. Occasionally they would fall down, and then they would cover the button for the light, and all the things that would go wrong. So, what, hon? Oh, okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me give you a before view, and don't mind the man sitting in the chair. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. But let me give you sort of a before shot. So this is what the couch looks like now. Then there's some semblance of a floor over there. You know, we've got quite a few inches. And if you notice that and this red box, they just haven't been put away yet, which is like, what is happening? But over there is really the place that we've changed the most. Not him. Again, not him. That's the new dresser. Let me go this way. It's probably better. Stuff won't be in the way. There you go. So that's the new dresser. Don't make fun of me. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's the new dresser, and on it I've stacked some boxes that I had used to be over there on that bookshelf, but now we're able to put out some of Jim's decor. So excited. And what we're going to do is organize the storage on top of there. Put some of the fabric away because, like I said to him, I wasn't mad at him, but I was disappointed because I thought I had done all the fabric, and then we found like a basket and then a bag of fabric that I had to go through still. It wasn't a big bag or a big basket, but it was still like I thought I was done. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go through the things on. We're gonna go through some things on the floor and then figure out what we're doing on the couch. I did get these new storage containers from the Dollar Tree, which are behind Jim. I don't know if we're gonna get to organizing that stuff today, but if we do, I will definitely take you guys along with me. And you have any input? It gets very overwhelming for him to come in here and help me. Because the way that I work when I'm creating, it's sort of like creation explosion. But I often ask him.
Creation, we don't know yet.
I often ask him, like, if you could help me more often before it gets to the point where I have to have you help me. That'd be great. But
Well, if I didn't have to work so much.
so let's get at it. So really quickly, you can't see me, I'm off camera, but basically what we did was we moved these black and white boxes that I had with memories in them. We moved them over stacked them next to the door, and then we were able to put that basket behind it. I know if you've been around for a while, you know I've done the Marie Kondo folding on all my fabric so I can see everything. But because we got a dresser with taller drawers, I had to go from folding every length of fabric in 4s to folding it in 3rds. So this way it actually fits more stuff in there more conveniently. I think the dresser is probably their actual size. This one's only slightly bigger than the other one because that one does have 5 drawers. And this one only has, it has 6 drawers total, but and this one only has 5 drawers total, but this one is a tiny bit taller. That one utilizes its space a little bit better, but I'm able to get some more fabric in each drawer, and we did a deep purge, which we were able to be a blessing onto others. So as far as what I did up here in this top drawers, I originally had novelty fabrics on the left and Jimmy's fabrics on the right, but I decided to make the top right drawer kind of where I'm going to hold the scraps that I'm going to keep. I have a lot of scraps from my wedding outfits that I made for everybody. I basically created everybody's wedding clothes but mine and Jim's, and I kept pieces of all of those different fabrics to make a wedding quilt. But now that we're going to be married almost 20 years, I think it's probably time to let those things go. But there are some fabrics scraps that are big enough to do lots of craft things with, but too small to actually fold to fit in the drawer the proper way. So I'm going to utilize this top right drawer for that. And then he found another bucket, which I thought only had baby supplies in it. Yeah. So what we're doing now really quickly is we're just trying to decide about how to arrange the items that are on top. What I have is 2 fishing tackle boxes full of washi tape, 1 sewing box, which is basically, it looks like a fishing tackle box, but it's made specifically for holding thread and needles, and it has compartments. And then I have 3 or 4 of the sort of Dollar Tree little jot boxes with glass marbles in it and different various things, and a box of straight pins. And what we're doing, as I said, instead of having them stacked up there, which they were really nicely, we went ahead and we stacked them inside those cute little baskets. And now we're just playing around with the storage. What can we do? What can we use? What can we conceal? What looks pretty? That kind of stuff. So you guys, when you're going to organize your stuff, utilize what you have. You don't have to spend money. You probably have some sort of storage system that you could already use. If it's in good enough shape, go ahead. That would be great. And that's what we're doing here. And now these are blackfish teeth that my father had. I think it's blackfish. He's always told me, not a sea bass. He used to have a sea bass, but I think I gave that to my sister. But the teeth that he had mounted, and those are the only real teeth that I have, like a live jaw, as opposed to all the carvings and stuff. So we decided to hang that up by the memorial shelves up there by my parents. And now we're going to start working on the couch. We're going to take a tote and take a storage tote to put all of the holiday decor in for now until we can get new boxes from IKEA. And now I'm purging my paint supplies. I have tons of paint and I got new paint, so I can definitely get rid of some old paint. So you guys, I encourage that as well. Okay. So here's what it looks like for now, this little area, but I have more videos coming next Friday as we do Fix It Up Friday again with the rest of this project until we get to the closet area. But I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, share with friends and family, and as always, you take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye!